What's up, Steemians, Dtubers, YouTubers, Crypto Nation? It's your boy Crypto Evo here. Just up early this morning, getting ready to head off to work. But I was actually having a good conversation with one of my really good friends, and what we were talking about was why we were so extremely bullish on the Steem blockchain. And lately, for the last like few months, I've been really looking at like Alexa, their website, how they rate their websites. And if you've seen Steem, when I first started getting on Steem at the website, I don't even think they even like ranked it on there. So at least definitely thousands, like at least over 5,000, I believe. I don't even know because I didn't even really look when I first started looking or when I first started using the blockchain. But lately, I've been watching that thing skyrocket. If you want to talk about going to the moon, this website on foot traffic is going to the moon. It is crazy. Almost every week, I refresh the page and we jump up a little bit higher, a little bit higher, a little bit higher. And I was telling like my friends, I'm like, because they were asking me, because obviously Steam's one of my big positions that I'm like, I usually try to diversify evenly, but Steam's definitely one of my positions that I have weighted extra heavy. And the reason why I have it extra heavy is because I was telling them, I was like, I don't know if like Steam will necessarily grow the fastest. Like if you look back in 2017, there's been coins that have actually done a little bit better than Steam. Steam's done excellent, great, but it's still obviously there's other ones that necessarily might have done better. But how I was talking to him, my friend, and what we were saying is if cryptos go mainstream, like how I really believe that they are going to, Steam's going to be like the gateway for everybody. Like I tell anybody that's new to cryptos, doesn't have a clue what the heck they are, I tell them to sign up on a Steem it. Steemit.com, it's free. Everybody has, like that's the thing is everybody has heard of cryptos for the most part, but no one owns it. It's like the time of when Facebook first started coming out. Like it's the kind of people like heard about it, but no one knew what the heck it was. It's just like college kids using it. Well, that's the same thing with Steem It right now. Everybody's like kind of like hearing about it. They're hearing about cryptos, don't really know much of what it is. But I believe once you get the masses on board onto like buying cryptos, and they realize, hey, there's a social media platform that is just like YouTube. There's a social media platform that's just like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, SoundCloud, and all these things that people are used to using every day. If they have another platform where they can be incentivized for it, it is just going to blow up. We just have to wait for cryptos. We just have to wait for cryptos to go a little more mainstream where it'll put the volume in on Steam. Like for me, I don't really necessarily look at the day-to-day like price of Steam going up and down. I more look at the amount of people that we're getting on board on this platform. Because if we have millions and millions and millions of users, that's value right there. Like that's value to a company like Coca-Cola or something like that. Like I'm waiting for not just everyday users to get on board like Steemit and all these Steam applications. I'm waiting for like the companies, like the Fortune 500 companies to get on board. And that was the same thing with Facebook. At first, Facebook was just for college kids. Then they said, wow, this is cool. Let's have it to some other like savvier, younger kids. Well, that picked off. Then more people started getting on board, and then companies started getting on board. Like before Facebook, no one was marketing on social media sites really. But now there's literally people's jobs that they're the social media provider for a company. So what I'm saying is if you're going to tell that company, hey, you've been using Facebook, it's been getting you good traffic to your website or your company, but you don't make any money off it. Technically, some of them actually you need to pay if you're a company to use like Facebook to market like that. Well, Steam's the complete opposite. Steam, you actually get paid as the company to do that. Now, if you're somebody that's like, well, we've been spending 100,000 a year on marketing, we don't need to get that 100,000 back. Even better, even better. You want to know how marketing works? Well, imagine Coca-Cola, if they spend 100,000 on Facebook a year. Well, if they could put that 100,000 into Steam, buy Steam Power, power it up. If they were able to, every time someone bought a Coke, if they took a picture, like a selfie with them drinking that Coke, if Coke could upvote that, then it in turn gives everyday users like something to, like an incentive to use their product. Like if Coke has it and Coke's able to give you an upvote on Steam, but Pepsi doesn't. Oh wow, that's gonna be a big difference there. So I think we're still in the early stages, and that's why I tell my friend like, hey, don't be upset if some of these other coins are exploding up in value, because how cryptos work is a lot of this stuff kind of stays stagnant. People are like, oh, I want to move my position over to something else because it's not really exploding up in as much value. I think that's wrong, because if the underlying technology is still going solid, and like Steam is, we have smart media tokens, we have everything rolling out. If we have a little bit of a low time or a slow time or anything like that, that's awesome. That's a buying opportunity. That's good, because these type of coins and any type of investment for that matter doesn't just go straight up vertical. We have to have some consolidation. We have to have some pullbacks, some corrections, and things like that. And anytime you ever have these big leaps up, you always have a little bit of a compound. It's like if you're going to jump, you're not going to stand straight up and just jump. You're going to like bend your knees and get down and get some mass down and jump up. So same thing with these cryptos. And I think Steem, we have so much more upside. It's ranked now in the 900th globally largest website. Sounds big, but if you think about, SoundCloud is top 100, YouTube is in the top 5, Facebook is top 3. Like, we have so much more room for upside. It is outstandingly, ridiculously crazy, and it almost makes me want to buy a little bit more. If I had more fiat and I didn't have like bills and stuff to pay, you absolutely believe I would be investing some in there. But I got bills to pay, stuff like that. I'm not taking any of my cryptos out. So don't allocate too much money into cryptos where you need to take it out 3 months later, because that doesn't serve the purpose either. You got to invest it, forget about it. 5 years from now, you'll be a happy camper. You'll be completely broke, one or the other. So I'm going for the happy camper. This is Evo out. Gonna work. Gonna make some fiat. Later. Out.